Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mulligan's Island. It is great to have you with us. Our first show of 2023. Hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. We did around here. How about you guys, studio audience? Good Christmas? Good. And also, a Happy New Year. We're off to a great start this new year. Hi, Bill and Cheryl. Chairs are right over here for you. And Marcy. And anyway, everybody, welcome. It's great to have you here. You guys know the deal on Mulligan's Island. On Monday nights, we get together. We make some noise. We all have fun. You guys banter back and forth. And half the time, I'm just the sideshow. But, you know, tonight, you can look off to my side and look at this. We got a beautiful piano set up. Something tells me that Jimmy Stadler is in the house. You guys are going to love Jimmy. He's all the way down from Taos, New Mexico. And I'll tell you a little bit later on how we met. But it's just great to have him here. First time ever doing the Facebook show with me. And we're looking forward to it. We're excited. So you guys do your part. If you could, share this on your Facebook page or even just shoot a note to somebody. Let them know we're going live and that we're going to have a good time. And, of course, if you got requests, there's some songs that Jimmy and I can play together. Some we can't. But we'll find a way to have a really, really good time tonight. Go to your fridge, grab something fun to drink, and let your friends know about it. And let's kick things off, as we always do, with the opening theme song from Mulligan's Island, written and performed by Rudy B. Take it away, Rudy.
Let's make our way down to Mexico, where we can meet the friends we know. White sand, warm sun, and H2O. It's time for us to get back to laid back. Try a different beer from our favorite six-pack. This crazy world says, come on, let's go. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island, giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, it's a Mexican hideaway. The life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We'd all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. It's the right place and the right time to be south of the border again. This is the day we get to listen in. We don't sing no blues anymore. We kick off our shoes at our front door, full of wide-eyed wonder as the waves roll in. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island, giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, a Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. I'll be smiling here on Mulligan's Island.
Welcome back, everybody, to Mulligan's Island. Is everybody ready to have fun tonight? I love it. I love it. Sure appreciate you guys being here. I'm excited to be Jimmy Stadler's opening act tonight. By the way, he paid me $5 to say that. I lost the coin flip. But anyway, I'm going to start off with a song. I always like doing this one to kick off a new year. And we'll be taking some requests tonight. Later in the show, we're going to break all the rules. Don't tell Mark Zuckerberg, but we're going to do a few cover songs that you guys can sing along to also. So it's going to be fun. We'll kick things off here. Now, I know Jimmy Stadler, being a singer-songwriter, has got a song about his first guitar. Because all of us singer-songwriters have one. I walked in through the front door of a pawn shop and walked out with my future in my hands. That first guitar would change my path forever, take me places I had never planned. That day I took her home and opened up the case, tuned her up and played me my first song. On this journey round the sun, just trying to find my way, and I haven't yet begun to figure out what's going on. I've wandered, I've strayed, I've wasted so much time, but happy New Year's Day, another circle's just begun. Another trip, another journey round the sun. Look back on that church up on 7th Street and the altar boy that I once used to be. Now me and God have frequent conversation, even when I'm not down on my knees, in a bar or on a boat or on some hidden beach. You see, I'm not alone wherever I may be. On this journey round the sun, just trying to make it back to the place where I belong. 'Cause there's a man I want to see. I've wandered, I've strayed, I've wasted so much time, but here we are today. So far it's sure been fun. It's a trip, this journey round the sun. Round and round we go. Where we stop, only heaven knows. We came into this world bald and barefoot, and some of us haven't come that far. Maybe when you're spinning round in circles, you eventually get back to where you are. Here's to love, here's to our families. Here's to just how good this life can be. On this journey round the sun, we're all trying to find our way, and we haven't yet begun to figure out what's going on. We've wandered, we've strayed, we've wasted so much time, but here we are today. So far it's sure been fun. What a trip, this journey round the sun. It's a trip, this journey round the sun. Thank you very much, everybody. All right, hey, real quickly, let me check one thing. We're not muted on my guitar, are we? Are we getting enough? I think we're good. Poquito de volumen. Okay. We're working out our sound right now. Again, welcome those of you who are just joining us. I know we've got some Jimmy Stadler fans watching us tonight, too. Welcome to all the Jimmy Stadler fans. His New Mexico friends. Jimmy's from Taos, but, you know, he's performed all over the place, and he's built up quite a fan base here in San Carlos, coming down here once a year, basically, for the last several years. So I'm excited for you guys to see him. I'm going to do one more song, then I'm going to get out of the way, and we're going to let Jimmy show you what Jimmy does. So, all right. I got one of my favorite Christmas gifts ever, and it was from a guy in the studio audience. His name is Sam Rainwater. And I don't know if Pablo can show it. Pablo, can you show esta cosa aquí? Pablo, puedes mostrar. See that thing down there? That funky-looking contraption has changed my life. Oh, my God, this thing is going to keep me warm tonight because it is January, and things do cool down when the sun goes down. And now I have heat thanks to Sam Rainwater. Would everybody at home give it up for Sammy? I can be in my shorts. God is just. All right. But I hear some of you guys aren't so fortunate tonight. Maybe it's not quite as warm where you are. Up there, they're up to 38. Down here, we're down to 75. While the weatherman in Cleveland says the rain ain't gonna end. And they're freezing up in Denver in the ice and snow and wind. I'm back under blue sky, back in the sunshine, back where I ought to be. Like a fish out of water, suddenly tossed back into the sea. One glimpse of the ocean, waves in slow motion, no need to ask me why. I'm back under blue sky. Looking back, I guess I can't complain. The folks were nice and the job, it paid real well. But the truth is I don't get how people keep from going insane. Cooped up in their houses, seeking shelter from the rain. While I'm back under blue sky, back in the sunshine, back where I ought to be. Like a fish out of water, suddenly tossed back into the sea. The sound of the ocean, waves in slow motion, no need to ask me why. I'm back under blue sky. Bundled up ain't how I'm meant to be. Tank tops and flip-flops, that's more like me. I'm back under blue sky, back in the sunshine, back where I ought to be. Like a fish out of water, suddenly tossed back into the sea. The sound of the ocean, waves in slow motion, no need to ask me why. I'm back under blue sky. I'm back under blue sky. We're all back under blue sky. And that's a good spot to be. Tell you what, folks, would everybody at home give it up for my friend Jimmy Stadler. And going to introduce you to Jimmy real quickly, and then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to get off the stage, and I'm going to let him take it for a couple songs here, because I heard that you know how to play this piano. Welcome to Mulligan's Island.
Thank you. This is great. I was thinking, this is bring the people to you, and you don't have to go out to the bars.
Well, it keeps me from drinking and driving. That's what this whole show is a ploy. Yeah. So.
Yeah, this is great, though.
Yeah.
And I really love your songs, and your family is so gracious to let me stay here for the next 2 weeks. I'm really looking forward to it.
He said the scariest thing when he walked into my house. He said, "My God, this is a comfortable couch." I knew I was screwed. Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Stadler.
Thank you, Mark Mulligan. Hey, guess what? I don't have to think about what song I'm going to play, because our friend Cheryl here had a birthday yesterday, and her and her old boyfriend, Elvis Presley?
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
He's a little older than I am.
Yes, he was. And where were you born, Cheryl?
Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Wow. At a young, very young age, weren't you? All right, I'm going to play my birthday song. Anybody else have a birthday? No? Okay. The sing-along part, everybody. Birthdays ain't so bad. You'll get it, really. You'll get it after the first time, I promise. Birthdays ain't so bad if you think of the good life that you have. All the music and family, travels and friends. How could it get better? We'll see in the end. Oh, now let's just celebrate your life. The good times that follow the strife. You're alive and we're glad. Let's be happy, not sad. 'Cause birthdays ain't so bad. See how easy that is? Did you ever think that life wasn't fair? And the next day you're off to the county fair, and you're spinning around on a merry-go-round. You realize your smile had just been upside down. Oh, now let's celebrate your life. The good times that follow the strife. You're alive and we're glad. Let's be happy, not sad. 'Cause birthdays ain't so bad. Oh, can you whistle along? Boom, boom goes another year. Have joy in every tear. 'Cause sometimes it's the crying that help get us here. Oh, now let's just celebrate life. The good times that follow the strife. You're alive and we're glad. Let's be happy, not sad. 'Cause birthdays ain't so bad. You're alive and we're glad. Let's be happy, not sad. 'Cause birthdays ain't so bad. One more. You're alive and we're glad. Let's be happy, not sad. Make it big for Cheryl. 'Cause birthdays ain't so bad. No, 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 no. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Mexico. Hello, Mexico. Gosh, I forgot to say that the last couple gigs. All right. Yes, that song sold somewhere under 1 million. Yeah, way, way under 1 million. Oh, gosh. Okay, another song, which I haven't picked yet. Did any requests come in on the hotline? Oh, this is just great. All right. Tell you what, I'm going to stay on the piano. All right. I could be a saint, the lament of a sinner, not always perfect, though I tried to be a winner. I took a lot of crazy chances, so many roads to roam. Turn around at the last moment, always counting on home. Save a place at the table, save a place for me. I left home on short notice, I couldn't escape my fate. Oh, and when I reached my dead ends, I came back to those open gates. As time passes by, in the blink of an eye, one thing that I'm sure of, you will be in my life. 'Cause there comes a time when we all stand alone. There comes a time when we're all going home. Save a place at the table, save a place at the table, save a place for me. It's good food for my soul. You being there fill the hole in my life, so I can go on and keep trying. There comes a time when we all stand alone. There comes a time when we're all going home. Save a place at the table, save a place at the table, save a place for me. 'Cause I'm coming home, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. I'm not sure why I played that, but we made a video about a soldier going away to war, and that's the soundtrack for it. You can find it out there in jimmystadler.com land. Save a place for me, and that's off my Sagebrush Alley. And I now Happy New Year.
Jimmy, amazing. What do you guys think of Jimmy Stadler so far? Pretty.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
I like it, man. And would you do me one huge favor? Would you say "Hello, Mexico" one more time? Because you sounded.
Hello, Mexico.
He just sounds like a rock star when he says that. I love it.
Thank you, Mexico.
Well, Jimmy, you got one of your first requests that came in, as a matter of fact, and it's from someone in Mexico who's a big fan of yours. George Gadsby is watching us tonight.
Oh, hey.
And he would like to hear a song, but he wants to get off this piano, and pick up a guitar.
Okay, what should I
and
play? Beer time? Oh, excellent.
So, George, we'd like to send this one out to you. We got a couple other requests coming in. Like I told you, some of these we can do, but, you know, we'll see what happens tonight.
By the way, yes, I have. I'll be offering the audience here some merchandise, and it's past my beer time is actually on my new T-shirts and bumper stickers.
Damn, I thought I was a good marketer. Wow, he's putting me to shame. All right, so how much? We're not muted, right?
Oh, there it is. Key of F.
Yep. Yeah, let's see if we can fake our way through this one.
Hope this song means as much to you as it does to me.
It's a tearjerker.
Oh, where did I go wrong when I woke up today? Was it the wrong side of the bed? Everything I said came out the wrong way. And as those clouds roll in, you know, Mark, I don't feel so great. I know the thought of a beer is the sunshine in my rainy day. It's past my beer time. Get me to a bar. Somebody turn on my nightlight and take the keys of my car. Tell me a beer time story that makes me cozy and warm. I'll leave my troubles behind. I need to unwind. It's past my beer time. Is it past your beer time? They say a man can't live just by bread alone. He needs some stale potato chips across his lips, a little bit of foam. Some say that it's a sin. Oh, Jimbo's got it straight. But I'm sure that the Lord had a cold one on the seventh day. Amazing beer, how sweet the taste. It's past my beer time. Oh, get me to a bar. Somebody turn on my nightlight and take the keys to my car. Tell me a beer time story that makes me cozy and warm. I'll leave my troubles behind. I need to unwind. It's past my beer time. I'm feeling cranky. How about some bacon? One more. One more.
This guy sucks. Stevie Stadler.
It's past my beer time. Bar. Somebody turn on my nightlight and take the keys of my car. Tell me a beer time story, you know, Mark, about a party that won't ever end. I'll leave my troubles behind. I think we're gonna sing it one more time. It's past my beer time. I hear ya. Get me to a bar.
Mulligan's Backyard Bar.
Somebody turn on my nightlight and take the keys to my car. Tell me a beer time story. Makes me cozy and warm. I'll leave my troubles behind. I need to unwind. It's past my beer time. I'll leave my troubles behind. I need to unwind. It's past my
Going out for George Gadsby. Thank you, George, for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
I forgot to tell you guys, Jimmy's kind of shy.
Yes.
So I'm kind of hoping tonight we'll break him out of his shell.
I'm working on it. See me shaking.
And I'm going to have my son, Marcos. Marcos, if you can flip that indoor light switch on and then go around. We have to officially plug in the bar lights here. The bar, we have to officially open it up. Turn that switch, Marcos, and then come over and connect that sign. All right?
It goes with the song.
Yeah. By the way, hold on. Marcos, come here real quick. Marcos has adopted a new look. He is looking more and more like his dad. Do you like the wardrobe?
Kamali, hola.
Hey, and Marcos' friend Kamali watching us down in Puerto Vallarta. Thank you, buddy, for watching us tonight. Let's do Shoes Blues on piano, right?
You got it.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jamie, I figured we'd toss in a real tearjerker here. This is one of the saddest songs I've ever written, and you know, I know you're playing these kind of rockin' songs right now, but I figured we'd throw a sad one in, if that's okay. Yeah. You're so high tech.
There it is.
All right, there we go. All right, guys. Like I said, one of the saddest songs I've ever written. This one hurts to sing. I don't wear shoes, don't sing the blues. That's never been my style. I don't play Stevie Ray. I'm the barefoot happy guy. Yeah. That all changed the other day when she said, honey, try these on. My jaw dropped as she handed me the box. All I could think was run. I got the shoes blues. How in the world did she ever get me into these shoes blues? Get these things off of me. This is wrong. The girl is evil. Tell me this is all a bad dream. I'll mow the lawn. I'll change the kids' diapers. Just don't do this to me. Size 11, black leather. Nah, this can't be true. Box after box piled up on the table. What am I gonna do with these shoes blues? How in the world did she ever get me into these shoes blues? Get these things off of me. 3 words, take 'em back. She looked at me and said, sorry, Jack. I'm sick of those sandals. I threw away your thongs. Now put 'em on, or I'm gone out of here. Yeah. Woo. Keep it going. I don't think he likes shoes either. My God, what have you done? I look ridiculous. Pressed pants, button down. That ain't the worst of it. I got 10 toes wiggling around, saying set us free. It's hot and cramped and crowded in here. I'll pay the ransom. Just get me out of these shoes blues. How in the world did she ever get me into these shoes blues? Get these things off of me, shoes blues. I can't believe people actually walk in these shoes blues. Get these things off of me. I'm begging you, baby, please. Get these shoes away from me. Get them out of here. Hasta la vista, zapatos. Keep it going, Jimmy. All right, hand me the necktie. Jimmy Sadler rocking the piano.
It's kind of, and you don't even have the heaters on yet. No, I'm a skier, but you know, I dress warm.
You're smarter than me.
And I was in the ocean the last 3 days, not for very long, just to say I was in the ocean.
You seriously got in the ocean?
Yes.
Wow.
5 minutes.
Wow.
Everybody
Give him a
on
round of applause. That's impressive.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Everybody on the beach they were ready to call 911. The only one in the water. Sure.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy, first song of yours that really struck me, as aside from Jimmy's performance, I mean, just a wonderful songwriter. And I found the lyrics on this next song really haunting. We're both big fans of a guy named Chuck Pyle, and this song was a little reminiscent of Chuck Pyle to me. But love it if we could play this next tune, Jimmy, that I think goes back to your first album, right?
This is, I wrote this with Shake Russell and Michael Hearn. They started it and they let me in on it. So I feel really fortunate about that.
It's a beautiful
Because
song.
it is an awesome song. They're Texas songwriters and good friends. This is off my solo album. My first album was back in the 1900s. And this one was somewhere in the 21st century. I don't know. All right. Sorry. It really was past my beer time.
Tequila time.
Jimmy lives his songs, you see.
Yes, yes. That one about the millionaire, that one I really. I live in Taos, New Mexico, as Mark said. Taos means red willow in the Tiwa language. It's another beautiful place on earth. My wife, Bunny, and I happened to get lucky and find a little piece of land there. Raise our 2 sons. We got great neighbors. Good friends and family. Painter's light, a poet's sky, mystery and magic right before my eyes. Turquoise summers, cold winter snow. Some will stay here, some will go. Some are born here and some are drawn to the mountains that we call home. On the high road to Taos, along the red willow way, old trails, new beginnings I have found along the way, where the 4 winds dance on the mesa. The spirits come out to play on the high road to Taos, along the red willow way. Buffalo dance, Kiva lights, barn dance fires and the sagebrush nights. Now there's a full moon silver on the rise. Ancient footprints above the timberline on that high road to Taos, along the red willow way. Old trails, new beginnings I have found all along the way, where the 4 winds dance on the mesa. The spirits come out to play on the high road to Taos, along the red willow way. On the high road to Taos, along on the red willow way.
Jimmy, what an amazing song. Amazing song. Love that.
I love that song too.
Love the lyrics on that tune. It just really, really paints the picture. Makes me want to go there.
You should. We'll do some gigs.
Especially since I saw that you have a jacuzzi on your back porch. I'm going. I bet your couch is comfortable.
It's not working, everybody. I'm not there now. Don't go there.
Well, Jimmy, I may have you hop back on that piano.
All right.
And do a little drink in Mexico Dry with me. You are at Mulligan's Backyard Bar, of course. Yeah? Yeah. Sam, I may have Sam create some fire for us. So, thank you, Sam. Sam's going to bring us heat. We like that. We like heat on Mulligan's Island.
He's going to bring...
Hope everybody out there is having fun so far. We got Pablo and Anais running the audio and visuals tonight. Their job is to make us look good. Not an easy task.
Is it working?
We got Luis running the comments tonight. He always does a good job on that. And we have my wife who's carting kids back and forth to sports practice and all that stuff. So she'll pop in here in a little while. Now the trick is, can he get this without pulling a Michael Jackson on me? Hold on a second. Oh my God, I feel heat. Heat is good.
You have to hold it for...
All right.
So it glows, yeah.
There we go. I love it. All right.
I like
So-
that one better than mine.
So Jimmy, in just a few minutes, is going to tell us a little bit more about his website and where you can check out his music, his upcoming dates, his merchandise, and all that fun stuff. My New Mexico friends, I know we got like Carlos and Angie watching in Albuquerque tonight, and other friends watching. We got some from Cloudcroft, I think, Las Cruces. So, you know, this guy's in your state, and I'd sure love it if you got a chance to go see Jimmy Stadler in person. We're lucky here in San Carlos because we get you every year around this time.
Yep. And there you go. That's it, Sam.
There we go. Yes.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, hold on.
Everybody at home, give Sam Rainwater a round of applause because he brought heat to Mulligan's Island. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you. Yeah, you want it. You guys might need a... These are Canadians who want the heat over here. I love it. All right. Sam, so what do you think? Everyone in the mood to do a little drink in Mexico Dry? Yeah? Let's do it.
I'm trying.
Let's do it. 2, 3. Let's do another one of those. Spring breakers with salt shakers, chasing every shot with a line. Old geezers and gold diggers, it's amazing what money can buy. Oh, drinking Mexico Dry, dancing on the tables and falling on the floors. Oh, drinking Mexico Dry. And I wish that they would just go home. Jimmy Stadler. Oh, now he's just showing off. He dumped his wife up in Dallas. Ain't seen his kids in a year. He's 45, she's 19. Hey baby, can I buy you a beer? Don't ask me about that one, Jimmy. Drinking Mexico Dry. Expatriated from the red, white, and blue. Now he's drinking Mexico Dry. And I wish that he would just go home. They'll always tell ya, don't drink that water, but this ain't what they mean. They call the culture intoxicating. I look around and all that I see are underage, white trash, playing king for a day, screaming, hey waiter, speak English, can't you see I'm from the USA? They're all drinking Mexico Dry. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor. They're all drinking Mexico Dry. And I wish that they would just go home. Send them home, Jimmy. Yeah. He wants to live la vida loca. He wants to really get wild. Another shot. Vacation's over. Now he's here for a while. 'Cause he got hammered. He got nailed. They threw his butt in the can. And now it's, please God, get me out. And I'll never drink with Jimmy again. Hey, no more drinking Mexico Dry. He's finally learning how to say no more, no mas. Drinking Mexico Dry. And he wishes he could just go home. I wish that they would just go home. Skanky folks with rum and cokes. I wish that they would just go home. Something tells me you've experienced that before.
Yeah.
Jimmy, we do have tequila up here at the bar, too, in case you haven't noticed.
Really?
And it's conveniently located just inches from your hand.
Really? Okay, hold on a second. Which one? This guy?
That's it. I think, does everybody think that Jimmy needs one shot of tequila? He is at Mulligan's Backyard Bar. All right.
Did you all have your booster shots? This is going to be mine right here.
All right.
My doctor said I really needed that 5th shot. I don't know what he meant.
Salud, everybody. It's great to be with you again on Mulligan's Island. Like I said, hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas and New Year. It's going to be a great 2023, isn't it? Does everybody feel positive about it? I know the last couple of years have been kind of crazy for people, but this is going to be a good year. I feel it. Do you too?
I think so far, since it's been 9 days, it's been great.
It actually has been.
All of them has been I've spent right here in San Carlos.
That's right.
I've been here all year.
Get out of this town, Jimmy. Yeah. Jimmy's not good for my job security in this town. Get out of here. You're too damn talented. Send somebody who sucks. All right.
All
Listen,
year long.
I think we need to find out what makes you you. How's that for a nice lead into a Jimmy Stadler song? The jacket's off. Sam, what have you done?
Look how tan Mark is compared to me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Stadler is now shedding his clothing. I'm just curious if the numbers on viewership go up or down at this point.
Let me roll up my sleeves. Okay.
Yeah, please, Jimmy. We have in other towns people chant "take it off." In this town we chant "put it on." Just so you know. Okay.
Put it on. Put it on. I understand.
All right.
I was down at the beach today. They're like, Could you please stay in the water? All right. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm on the fringe of the fringe, but what's a man to do? I wear black socks and sandals, sitting by the pool. Well, honey, that's what makes me me. I see the whole wide world in a different kind of way. I've never been the kind that cares what other people say. Oh, honey, that's what makes me me. Woo-hoo. Some people try to change me and they wouldn't let me be. And if that's what you're thinking, you're barking up the wrong tree. There's only one thing that I really know is true. And baby, baby, I'm a little crazy about you. Well, I'm the last one to bed and the first one to rise. Don't always do the things that are healthy and wise. Living at a hotel, playing at a bar, sleeping in the beach in my beat-up old car. Well, honey, that's what makes me me. I'm not lying. Well, I'm a green chili eating son of a man. That's the wrong words. Who wrote this song? Well, there's an AMC Gremlin outside my double wide. You ask me real nice, I'll take you for a ride. Well, honey, that's what makes me me. I wear faded blue jeans and a worn out leather vest, a holy flannel shirt, and that's my Sunday best. Well, honey, that's what makes me me. Some people try to change me and they wouldn't let me be. And if that's what you're thinking, you're barking up the wrong tree. One thing that I really know is true, honey, I'm a little crazy about you. Now, I'm a green chili eating son of a gun. There's no such thing as having too much fun, shaking on the dance floor, looking like a fool. But when I leave with you, I'm the only one that's cool. Honey, that's what makes me me. Oh, honey, that's what makes me me. What makes me me. Whoa, honey, it's what makes me me. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I can relate to those lyrics. Wow. Jimmy Stadler, everybody, what are you thinking?
I really did sleep on the beach in a beat-up old car.
So Jimmy's got one more. This is his final night in San Carlos with us, but
Yeah,
we love getting you down here. Jimmy's built up a lot of fans here in San Carlos. He played at Hair of the Dog a couple of sets over there.
Yep.
Jimmy, I thought what was really cool, all joking aside, what was really cool was he came down here, and the part of the musical part of him being here was to play a big event for the San Carlos Cabezas de Loro, which is the Parrot Head Club here, and in honor of the late Susan King. All the money he made that day, 100% of it, he donated to the Castaway Kids. How about that? Nicely done, Jimmy. Thank you for being a part of the community and supporting it, because Susan is actually the reason that we met. I got a call from her. I was over at La Palapa. I was supposed to be doing a big show over there, and she said, you got to get Jimmy Stadler over. I said, Susan, my show, I do a lot of my own stuff, and, this guy might suck.
I understand.
I'm kidding you, Jimmy. But I said, we've never played together. It'd be nice if we could rehearse a little bit. She goes, believe me, Jimmy can just wing it. Jimmy came over thanks to Susan King, and a whole bunch of your New Mexico fans came out. Like, where did all these people come from? And then what was really neat, we were having the time of our lives on stage at La Palapa, and I don't know if you remember this, but Omar, the piano player, walked in.
Yep.
And the three of us just had a blast singing there.
Hi, Omar.
And I think everybody lift your glass to Susan King because none of that would have happened without her.
Thank you, Susan
Salud,
King.
Susan.
She loved music. She was definitely a music cheerleader.
She was.
Susan King.
Susan was
God bless.
all about music.
Rest in peace.
You bet.
Little
You
sister.
bet. Jimmy, I'll tell you what, I would love it because they've heard you on piano and guitar, but they haven't heard you on mandolin.
I know.
What do you think?
I would love to. I'd love to play it because I brought it all the way down here.
Oh, you got one handy. I love it when that happens.
It was in
Good.
tune. It was in tune
And,
when
and
I bought it.
while he's getting that out, Luis, why don't you show me what we got on the request line? If it's something we can pull off, we'll do it.
Boy, that is I'm getting another unit for my heater.
Isn't that
Did
good?
that sound weird?
Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Stadler, we have a tip jar out tonight. Jimmy Stadler would like to get a new unit. So everything we're doing tonight is to help Jimmy get a new unit.
For his heater.
All right. Turk Sims is out there. Turk, I'm going to try to throw it. Tim, I'm not sure if I can do that one with Jimmy, but we'll see. All right. Thank you. All right. Yeah, what do you think?
I love this. Mark, you are an awesome songwriter and singer.
Go
Really.
on.
No, really.
Go on. He's just getting started.
Your albums are very well produced. I mean, really, they're a pleasure to listen to. And
Thank you.
And I don't know how you keep writing songs about
I got-
everything around here. It's just amazing. You keep coming up with new material. And, wow, that's great. I mean, really.
Well, there's a lot of honestly, there's a lot of inspiration down here, not only in the scenery, in the place we live, but in the people around here.
Yeah, it's
just-
inspiring. I got to go write a new album.
Yeah. What I
to you.
really want to do, Jimmy, seriously, I want to get him down on one of my Alamos trips. Wouldn't that be fun, doing a Jimmy Stadler tour to Alamos, get him on the bus with us. So my person's going to talk with his person, but I'm going to wait till he has 3 more tequilas.
Okay. Come and get me, honey.
All right, here we go. Let's try this one out.
Key of G.
How's your volume on that? Good?
Which one is G?
There we go.
That's a little loud. Oh,
I think you're good. Ready?
okay.
Let's hold it down. The day disappears and the sun softly whispers goodbye. From up on this sand dune I watch as it falls from the sky. There are places beyond the horizon, but tonight I don't care. It wasn't ambition, but dreams that once led me here. Mexico moonlight, it's just you and me, and a soft serenade to the wind and the sea.
Mexico moonlight.
Where do these summer days go? I just needed one night here alone. There once was a time when my whole world was just this guitar. Now I'm wearing out the strip on the back of my credit card. Life is so complicated, and it seems to get more every day. Until moments like this, when somehow I just steal away. Mexico moonlight, just you and me, and a soft serenade to the wind and the sea.
Mexico moonlight.
Where do these summer days go? I just needed one night here alone. Maybe it's magic, or maybe it's just peace of mind. But I'm somehow entranced, sitting here watching you shine. Mexico moonlight. It's just you and me, and a soft serenade to the wind and the sea.
Mexico moonlight.
Where do these summer days go? I just needed one night. Where do these summer days go? I just needed one night here. Where do these summer days go? Mexico moonlight. Mexico moonlight. Beautiful. Nice job, Jimmy.
That's a good cruising song right there.
Yeah, nice job. The multi-talented Jimmy Stepp. You know he can dance too.
Yes. I'll do a little moonwalk right here.
That's gonna take a little more tequila though, folks.
Oh my God.
Jimmy's really not here for his music skills. He's here for his dancing. So this is all just the lead into that. So
No, actually, my wife is a very good dancer. Bunny is a very good dancer. And then when we dance together, we call it wrestling. That's not how we. Well, we kind of anyway.
not ready to die. Not ready to die.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Now he's switching instruments again. So maybe we get Bunny dancing here. Bunny can come and be on the show next week and dance. What do you think? She'd be a big draw, I think.
Hullabaloo cage on your margarita deck.
All right, we also got a couple requests coming in. Luis, I'm going to try to sneak one of those in too. You guys out there also let us know not only how we're sounding out there, but most importantly, how do we look? Let's face it, Jimmy, we're just a couple of sex symbols. So the talent is extra. So, all
That's
right.
And we can come to your backyard.
And Luis, while you're here, I may have you're almost legal drinking age in this town. I may have you mix me a rum and coke. Glass for that? Okay. Let's see if I can do that one.
All right.
You know how I
You've
like
got
it,
a
right?
real list there.
Not too strong. Please don't call Child Protective Services on me. He's almost legal drinking age. Luis does more than just take your requests and handle your comments. He also mixes a damn good rum and coke. I've never asked him how he got to mix such a good drink, but he's got kind of a guilty look on his face. That's going to be that one at the very end. These things only happen in Mulligan's Island backyard bar. By the way, I'm really glad that Luis is here, honestly, Jimmy, to see you tonight because Luis is really, really gotten into music. You guys have seen him performing on the show before. First time he learned to play my ukulele. He got up here after only 3 weeks of playing and did a song. Your job security, Sam, is in trouble, thanks to my kid. Then he came in, asked me if he could borrow my guitar, and Luis has been messing around with my piano, and now he's taking lessons and taking vocal lessons too and doing a great job. And I'm just really, really glad that he and also my son Marcos get a chance to see a talent like Jimmy tonight who can play all these different instruments, and I think it'll inspire him to keep on doing this.
It's great where music takes us, isn't it? And the people we meet and everything. It's not why I started playing music. I started playing music because I love music. And I've been fortunate enough to run into people like you, and here we are in Guaymas, Mexico. Great people.
Well, your first gigs you did were in high school, right? You were gigging, right?
My first real paying gig, yes, was 15 years old. Yep.
Pretty amazing.
I got lucky.
Yeah.
I played a lot of. What really got me through was all the bar mitzvahs.
They have a lot of those in Taos? No. I haven't been to the States in a while, folks. Things have changed.
All right, this is a song about not giving up, like Mark Mulligan, just trotting along, taking it to the hilt.
The ever-trotting Mark Mulligan. All right.
The ever trotting.
He's ready to rock.
Well, I can't stop the clock from ticking. When I go down, I'm gonna go down kicking. Good songs are still worth playing. Good things are still worth saying. Now should I wake up and face the fact? Am I a one-trick pony with a fading act? This life is all I get. I don't think I'm ready to die just yet. James Brown. But I still have my hopes and my fears. I'll be playing for tips and beers. I'll quit if you just don't care. I should be rocking in my rocking chair. How should I wake up and face the fact I'm a Subaru, not a Cadillac? Don't say this is all I get, 'cause I don't think I'm ready to die just yet. Not ready. Should I?
Jimmy Shabber! Thank you, Mexico! You are a rock star! International rock star.
I had to stand up because my butt was hurt.
That killed your rock star status, bud.
Until people start complaining. I'm gonna stand right here, I'm gonna keep on playing. Until people start complaining. Wake up and face the fact I'm no Perrier, I'm a bottle of Jack. I'm fine if this is all I get. Don't think I'm ready to die just yet.
Jimmy Stadler, wow!
Thank you, I love you.
Now you better sit down. After that, you better sit down. You may be a rock star, but you're an old rock star. Sit down. I'm just kidding. So, Jimmy, tell us about where you play in Taos and otherwise.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, let's see. I have a regular gig at a place called Soporoso Restaurant in Arroyo Seco. And I've been doing that. This is my 17th year doing Wednesdays. And then I've got a place called the Alley Cantina, also right there on the plaza in Taos. Been playing there 23 years with my band and other bands. Oh my gosh,
You get around.
I'm gonna forget. Yeah, we play Red River. Colorado, California, Dallas, Texas, Austin. Fortunately, all over the place.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good. And website, if people wanted to check that out?
JimmyStadler.com.
Very cool.
Yep.
Very cool.
Got a new USB coming out with 7 albums on it. It was supposed to be here before Christmas, so everybody could buy it.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
It's not here yet. But what the heck? It's on the way. But no, it's great, and it'll have all my albums on it.
Very cool. All right. So I hope you guys, when the show is over tonight, we'll go over to his website, check that out. One thing I really, really love about our crowds, you guys here and also watching at home, are how supportive you are every single time an artist comes on. They always send me emails, go, wow, I sold a bunch of albums to people watching your show last night or whatever. And that's what keeps these guys coming back. So thank you. Jimmy, we're really excited to have you here tonight, really.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. This is really, really cozy. January 9th, outdoor show.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh,
We are really, really lucky. So,
it's amazing.
well, I'll tell you what, we got a couple of requests from people right in this crowd. Bill, I think this one was from you. Did you walk over and request a song and bribe my son? You did. Did he make you a drink too? I'm just curious. Can you pull up the chart for Save Beer Different Can? You're welcome to join me, or I can do it alone. Either way. Now, disclaimer: Jimmy has not only never played this song, he's never heard this song. No, he's heard the song, but he's got the album. But I'm gonna. We never ran through this song today, but let's just see what happens because Bill and Cheryl are within bottle throwing distance. We want to keep that couple very, very happy. He's also right near my tip jar, so yeah.
What key, what instrument do you want?
Guitar, if you want to.
Guitar? Okay.
Either way,
Whatever you like.
we're in E.
E. All right.
All right, Bill, we're gonna give it a shot. All right, this is all about Bill. All right.
Wow.
Just curious, do you know a singer-songwriter named Tom Shepard? T-H-O-M Shepard.
That sounds really familiar. What has he written?
Well, he wrote a couple. His biggest hits were country hits. They were on radio. He wrote a big #1 hit called Redneck Yacht Club. That was out about 7 years ago.
Okay.
And then he wrote a really, really cool song right after the tower. Well, it was actually on the charts before the towers ever fell on 9/11. And then when the towers fell, this song went all the way to #1. It was called Riding with Private Malone. One of my favorite country songs of all time, the most haunting country song. Tom did a great job on it. And he's written so many other, co-written so many other hits for people too. Lori Morgan and Pam Tillis and a lot of country artists. Hey, I was really honored to get to write this song with Tom. And join me on this one. Let's just see what happens, all right?
I'll just
You
hang
pop
out.
in whatever you want to. The old man drank a beer every now and then. One day we cracked a couple, just me and him. At 80 years old, all the stories he could tell ya about his far-flung friends from France to Venezuela. He said I swigged Fosters with Aussies and Guinness in an Irish pub, a Shiner Bock and Looking Bock, and buddy, sure enough, it's all the same beer, different can. Just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. It's all the same beer, different can. Our pal Tom Shepard played a tour overseas, singing for all our folks stationed in the Middle East, at the ambassador's home right there in Riyadh. He sang a special song he'd written about his dad. And when the show was over, he was loading up his van. This guy walked up to Tom and stuck out his hand. He said, that song about your father really meant a lot to me, 'cause I just lost mine and you described him perfectly. Now that man had on a white robe, he wore sandals on his feet, he had a guitar on his head, and man, it ain't that hard to see. We're all the same beer, different can, just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. Back to one. Now the old man said, I believe God's gonna get a good laugh when we learn all of us Buds and Millers and Land Sharks and Coors, Tecate Lights, and yeah, guys, even Pabst are all the same beer, different can. Just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. The more you sip, the more you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. Yeah, going out for this couple right here. And I got one coming up for that couple right over there. Yeah, sounds good. Hey, Jimmy, do you want to give us one of your songs here? You got something you'd like to tear it up on?
Sure. Let's see.
Why don't I let Jimmy take one here, and then I'll come back and I'll do one for this couple right over here. Maybe get them up dancing. Certainly hope everybody at home is loving having Jimmy Stadler here. Want to let you know, I really, really enjoy bringing in special guests because a lot of times these are guys that you haven't seen before. Guess what? In 2 weeks, I got another fun one coming down. He's coming down from Southern California. We're going to do that show from San Carlos. His name is Chris Dale. He's a wonderful guy, and we're going to have a great time together. We've never done a show together, so it'll be our debut performance. That'll be 2 weeks from tonight, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks for keeping the show going, you guys, with your tips and with spreading the word about the show. This is like 117 episodes we've done of this show when we honestly thought it was going to last 4 or 5. Seriously. Isn't that amazing? And that's all due to you guys, so thank you. Jimmy, you take it away. I'm going to sit out and watch this one, and then I'll trade spots with you.
All right. Thanks, Mark Mulligan. Wow. I keep forgetting where I'm at a little bit. You know, it's funny that I'll be, so today's January 9th, 2023, and I suspect Thursday I'm going to go skiing.
Oh, cold.
Water skiing. I know.
Yeah, it's water, but
It's frozen water, yes. But that's the beauty of a 900-mile southern trip. All right. How's about... Everybody okay out there? Is there anything I can say that would help? All right. Let's see. Is it serious or fun time?
both.
Fun. So many songs. Oh, I just changed my mind. Straight out ahead. All right. Oh my God. Mind if I stand up?
Butt hurts, eh?
Well, it's like wood on wood over here. By the way, Mark's going to start offering campsites.
Yes.
So it's the Mark Mulligan Festival. Wow. Let's do a faster version. Make it more bluegrass. This one's called I Hope You Find Your Fortune. I wrote this song with my dear friends Craig Neal and Dave Tolan. And it's a good song to play for the beginning of 2023, I think. So here we go. Well, I was down on my luck when a blue pickup truck pulled over to give me a ride. This funny old man, wrinkled and tan, said it sure must be cold out tonight. He shook my hand and he said, I'll take you as far as I can. On that cold winter's night, underneath his dome light, I told him how my life had gone bad. I left my hometown after trouble went down, and I had every reason to be sad. He nodded his head as the sun began to rise. He turned to me, looked me in the eye, and said, I hope you find your fortune. I hope you will begin to love what life brings to you and take each moment in. Said you gotta be kind to yourself, to everyone else. Well, in the light of the day, when the truck pulled away, I thought about my sweet Mary Lynn. Fatherless son, Lord, what have I done? That's no way for a life to begin. The words that old man had said were all true. I knew right away what to do. He said, I hope you find your fortune. I hope you will begin just to love what life brings to you and take each moment in. Gotta be kind to yourself and everyone else. That's what he said. Well, 20 years from that day, I heard a young man say life was getting him down. With a streak of bad luck, said he's going to hop in his truck and hightail it straight out of town. Well, I looked at my wife with my fortunate land. I turned to my son and I said, I hope my good fortune, I hope you will begin just to love what life brings to you and take each moment in. Be kind to yourself, to everyone else. I hope you find your fortune. Oh, son, I hope you will begin just to love what life brings to you. Take each moment in. You gotta be kind to yourself, to everyone else. Thank you. That's on my Sagebrush Alley CD with the Jimmy Stadler Band. Luis, is there any Tecate Light still over there?
Get this man to take out the light. If not,
I'm
there's some
sorry.
in the fridge. He'll take care of you.
I said please, right?
Yeah. Jimmy, that was a beautiful song.
Thank you. Isn't that great? My friend Michael Hearn inspired that song because he was hitchhiking up from Dallas to Red River, and he got a ride, and the guy said that to him.
That's cool. Really cool.
But I forgot to give him credit.
Well, tell you what, we got a couple requests here that I want to sneak in, and then we want to do a couple sing-along songs.
Okay.
And I want to tell Mike and Mona, I know you guys are watching us in Louisiana. I wish we could do that one song for you tonight that you requested, but I'm going to have to hold off until next week because I'm trying to get in some songs that he and I can do together, take advantage of the fact we got Jimmy Stadler here. But Mike and Mona, I promise you next week I will do that song for you, and I hope you guys are doing great over in Louisiana.
Yeah, bon temps roulé.
Well, this next one is requested from somebody watching us in Illinois. It's my friend Tim Scott, and he and his family are big-time supporters, and I know they're enjoying you tonight.
Thank
And
you, Tim.
This is not a song that we had planned on doing. We never ran through it, but this might sound kind of cool with the mandolin.
You got it. One
Yeah.
mandolin and a side of fries.
Yeah, so let's try this song out. It's a song off my latest CD, and Rudy B was a big help on this next song, and I want to thank him for that.
Would that be Lupito's Tacos?
Well, it's off that album. It's off that album.
That's
Although,
one in my van.
so cool. I'm glad you like that. So Lupita's Taco Stand, of course, every other song is Mexican themed. We got accordions and horns, but this is one of the songs on it that was kind of like a regular song. You know, I wasn't wearing a sombrero on this song. And I hope this describes you and your relationship. Tim, I know this is definitely you and Susan and my favorite memories. Hold on a second. Put a finger pick this. Yeah, I'm gonna-
I'll finger pick too. It's a finger picking song.
I still recall the first time that we met. It's one of my favorite memories. You can probably use a little more. Right up there with the day we went. So it might sound kind of crazy when the best that I can do. Each time she asks me if I had to choose among my favorite memories, which ones they'd be, I just shrug and smile as I look back on times I can't forget. 'Cause my favorite memories are the ones we still ain't made yet. Seeing that blue line on an EPT, checking out that first ultrasound, Sometimes it's all one big blur to me. So what am I supposed to do? What can I say? Each time she asks me if I had to choose among my favorite memories, which ones they'd be. I shrug and smile as I look back on times I can't forget. Still my favorite memories are the ones we still ain't made yet. We got a lifetime of history, but we've only begun. Just imagine all the things we still ain't done. So each time she asks me if I had to choose among my favorite memories, which ones they'd be, I just shrug and smile, 'cause we've had a blast, I must admit. Still my favorite memories are the ones we still ain't made yet. Those memories we still ain't made yet. So many memories we still ain't made yet. Nice job, man. Thank you, and thank you, Tim, for watching week after week like you do and never getting sick of me. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see here. I want to do a song for Turk Sims. He's watching us in Texas tonight. This is one more that...
Throw it at me, man.
I'm going to throw it at you on this one. I might keep you on that mandolin on this one.
Fine. I would love to. I bought it and I want to play it.
And then after this, I say we do a couple of songs these guys can sing along to. What do you think?
Yes, yes. Not Kumbaya.
I bet you do a rockin' kumbaya.
Hell
I
yeah.
bet you do. Come on, give us a little kumbaya.
Someone's playing my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya.
Don't tempt him. He will play it.
Okay, sorry.
All right. Well, Turk is watching us, and I know Turk is really enjoying your music tonight too. And
Is he like a wrestler kind of guy?
he's a big dude. He's a fun dude, and Turk is one of the biggest supporters of independent music out there. So you better sound good on this song, because if you are, I bet you anything he goes on your website and he picks up a Jimmy Stadler album.
Hey.
The pressure
Okay,
is
anything
now
you want,
on.
Turk. Just don't kick my butt. Oh, what do you want me to play? Mandolin, right? You said?
Yeah, how about, man? Let's keep you on that mando.
Okay, good.
So I don't know about you, Jimmy, but my very first solo gig wasn't exactly what I had planned. I had been a backup guitar player, backup keyboardist, and a harmony guy for a guy in a duo act for a long time. Then I hung up the guitar. I went and put on this sexy gold jacket from Century 21 Real Estate. Man, did I rock that jacket. Yeah. And then when they fired me, no, I'm kidding you. I ended up in the small town of Yarnell, Arizona, the place with the big fire. And I was a teacher there, and 13 miles up the road was where I would drink my beer at a cowboy bar called the Tufa Tavern. The truck driver who owned the joint knew that I had been a backup singer, backup player for somebody else, and said, "Come sing in my bar." I said, "Mike, I can't. I'm a backup guy." He says, "Oh, come on, you can do this." I said, "Mike, no, I don't even own a sound system." He says, "Come on, you can do this." I said, "Mike," he says, "I'll give you $50 in a bar tab." I said, "I can do this." Next thing I knew, I was sitting on a bar stool, and Joyce, the bartender, was pouring me my drinks. I was playing for a dozen very disinterested cowboys who really didn't want me there. In fact, one of them voiced that very clearly when about halfway through my third song, he simply walked up to me as I was sitting there unplugged on the bar stool singing. He says, "Hey, would you pipe down?" And I stopped in the middle of my song. I said, "I can't." He says, "Why?" I said, "I'm getting paid for this. This is my job." He said, "Well, we were doing just fine until you came in here with your guitar making all this noise. We're fine. We don't need music." I said, "I know, but I need the job." And he said, "Well, we don't want to hear you." So we were kind of at an impasse. So I finally said to him, "What's your name?" He says, "Guy." I said, "Guy, I need this job. Tell you what, request from me any song you want to. If I can play it, let me finish my gig. If I can't do it, I swear I'm out the door." And he's got this cocky grin on his face. He says, "All right. John Conley, Rose-Colored Glasses. Well, little did Guy know that in the glove compartment of my diesel Isuzu pickup truck, I had a cassette tape of John Conley that I had listened to over and over. And years after the song had faded away, Rose-Colored Glasses, I just had memorized. So I started playing the song, and Guy walked out to he left in the middle of the song. I thought, man, maybe I embarrassed him in front of his friends. He walked out the parking lot, came back in a second later. He had a cap from his trucking company, stuck it on my head, put his arm around me, said, I like this kid. And I thought, here's a song. What a ride it's been. I know for you too, Jimmy.
That's a good story.
I made the whole thing up. Whatever it takes to make tips here, Jimmy. I walked into that bar in Kirkland Junction. The place was full of cowboys as I whipped out my guitar with a bar stool for a stage and $50 in pay. Just a few songs into my very first solo gig. You said, my name's Guy and I don't like your music. Uh-oh. Would you kindly take that guitar, drink your beer and hit the road? I said, Guy, I'll tell you what. Name any song you want. And if you stump me, I swear, I'm out the door. Thank God I knew Guy's favorite tune that night. Probably saved my life. If not for rose-colored glasses, what would have happened? I might. They got killed that night. But Guy just took his hat off and he stuck it on my head, slapped me on the back and said, I like this kid. And as I look back now, I just say, wow, what a ride.
All right.
And Jimmy, I'm still alive.
Hallelujah.
In a cantina 60 miles south of the border used to be a prison, then a brothel, then a bar. Well, my first career mistake was playing there spring break and wondering, where's the chicken wire? Some punk crawled up on stage and grabbed a microphone so he could scream the F word to all his wasted friends. Well, I kicked his butt off stage, and he flew into a rage, and a billiard ball came flying at my head. Had I not been sober, I might not have moved over, and I'd be dead, an 8-ball to the head. But it just grazed my ear, and I spilled my beer, and that was it. And not for him. His buddies blew him off, and he couldn't afford the bail. Bet he won't talk about that week he spent in jail, 'cause what happens in Mexico, we know how that goes. Oh my. Take it away, Jimmy Stadler. How about this guy? Come on, rock it, Jimmy. Yeah, right here. Now the years have come and gone, and I've been successful at avoiding any type of what they call a real job. And the more that I turn gray, the more I love to play. So thank you guys for listening to my song. From that very first tune in that cowboy saloon, I never knew where the road would lead. From sleeping in cars on beaches and bars, I see a lot of miles between. From Kirkland Junction to the Texas coast, Southern Cal to Florida, then down to Mexico. I see buses and trains and boats and planes on this ride. this amazing ride. So hand him a mandolin, toss me a mic, and I'll keep on singing until the day I die. And with my last breath, I'll say no regrets. What a ride. Isn't that right, Jimmy?
What a ride!
What a ride.
Here we are.
Been quite a ride. Been quite a ride. Thanks for the ride. Just like we practiced it, Jimmy Stadler.
Just like the record.
All right, well, Jimmy, I know there's some folks out there who would love to sing along. And
All right.
Mark Zuckerberg isn't wild about it when we do cover songs, but Mark, be nice to us, okay? Monkey Drift Away?
Sure.
What do you think?
Love to.
And Luis, how we doing on time? Do we still? Luis is our official timekeeper tonight. In addition to handling the comments, I want you to know that Luis Mulligan uses only Timex products, just to ensure the accuracy. Come here. What do we got? What's that? Okay, cool. We can do this. Yeah, you know what, Tom, we're going to sneak that one in for you too. Let's do one cover, and then we'll do a couple of two more originals. And then
This has been great. This has been great.
I love it. How's the tequila, by the way?
Oh, thank you. It's gone.
Well, it was kind of a small bottle. Salud, everybody. You know, until you've had a drink mixed by Luis Mulligan, you haven't had a drink.
So we were just sitting around, and Mark didn't know that I used to play and record with Mentor Williams, who wrote this song. I think you can go anywhere in the world and hear this song. It's about the spirit of music, and it's just incredible. What a great song, and now we're going to play it.
You'll sing the whole thing. I'll give you a
I'm singing the whole thing?
Yeah. Do something, man.
We're doing it in G, right?
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay.
Let's see what happens here. We actually have never played all the way through this song, so disclaimer is this might totally suck.
If it does, then you get your money back.
He has that exorbitant charge for tonight's show.
3, 4.
So far, so good.
Day after day, I'm more confused. Still, I look for the light through the pouring rain. You know, that's a game that I hate to lose. I'm feeling the strain. Ain't it a shame? Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. I've been beginning to think that I'm wasting time. I don't understand these things I do. The world outside seems so unkind. I'm counting on you to carry me through. Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. When my mind is free, you know a melody can move me. When I'm feeling blue, Mark's guitar's coming through to soothe me. Thanks for the joy that you give to me. I want you to know I believe in song. all the rhythm and the rhyme and the harmony. Help me along, making me strong. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. Wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Ooh, yeah. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. On a January day, won't you take me? Won't you take me? Oh, and drift away. Won't you take me? Take me. Drift away. One more time. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. Wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. And drift away. Drift away.
Love that song.
That-
Nice.
That's a pretty good song.
Awesome song. Awesome song. Hey, we got a VIP guy watching us up in Coburg on Terror tonight. Tom Copeland has watched every single show we've done, and he's never yet thrown a glass object at his screen while watching this show.
Or shot it.
Yeah. Tom, I'm beginning to question your taste, really. Seriously, get some taste, dude. I'm kidding you. Tom would like to hear this next song, and this will probably be a fun one for you to just accompany me with on piano. I don't think you've ever heard this song, but I trust you, Jimmy.
It's more fun that way. It's more fun that way.
Because Tom likes this song. It's called Even Our Bad Days Are Good. My first moment as a member of the human race. They spanked my butt and told me welcome to this place. I kicked and screamed, but what could I do when the doc said we're gonna circumcise you? Hey, looking back, I could have had a better day. Stop wincing, Jimmy. I turned 5 and they sent me off to school, where I memorized prayers and I thought I was pretty cool. Jimmy, I was semi-cool. Till one day in the middle of the Our Father, I couldn't hold back a trickle of water. Uh-oh, please God, get me out of here, amen. You could say I've hit some bumps along the road. Why complain, 'cause that's just the way it goes. Even my bad days are good. I wouldn't change a thing even if I could. Sure, every now and then life drags me down, but here I am still hanging round. There was this nun back in first grade who said, wipe that silly grin off your face. Hey, tell me why I should have even my bad days are good. Play some good days over there, Jimmy. You went to Catholic school too, didn't you, Jimmy?
12 years.
Went off to college and I got that business degree. Yeah, Jimmy, I do have a degree. 'Cause I heard that the corporate world was the place to be. But I soon found out that I didn't fit in, and I swore I'd never wear that tie again. So much for my future as a CEO. So I bought a guitar and I figured out how to play. Walked into a bar and I wound up on a stage, singing Jim Croce, Jeff for that David, and all the guns threw dollars in the bucket. And the boss said, we'll see you next Saturday night. Thank God that tie fit a little too tight. Or I might not be sitting with Jimmy singing here tonight. Let's do it, guys. Even my bad days are good. I wouldn't change a thing even if I could. Sure, every now and then life drags me down, but here I am still hanging round. There was that nun back in first grade who said, wipe that silly grin off your face. Hey, tell me why I should, 'cause even my bad days are good. All right, take it away, Jimmy. I'll be that old guy on the stage who still got that silly grin on his face, like everybody should. 'Cause even our bad days are good. Come on, help us out. Even our bad days are good. Everybody. Even our bad days are good. How about you, Jimmy?
Even my bad days are great.
Even our bad days are good. My first moment as a member of the human race. They spanked my butt and told me, welcome to this place. Going out for Tom Copeland. All right, let's see.
All right.
What do you think? All right, I think we got time for Dos Mas here, and these are going to be cool because we were goofing around during the sound check, and this next song happened. Hold on, enjoy your shot.
Booster.
This is Booster. It's being very responsible, folks.
Is this an orange tree or a lemon tree?
That's an orange tree. Why
Okay.
do you care?
I don't know. I just.
I'm kidding you. Actually, the great oranges, each orange on here only has one seed. It's a very, seriously, that's true. They're very juicy, one seed only. If anybody would like some to take home, help yourself. Okay. All right. So, Luis, I think we have time for Dos Mas, don't we? All right. Luis says the crowd had fun tonight. He says that everyone's been having a good time. How about the studio audience? Yeah? Have Pablo and Anais done a great job tonight? Have they made us look good? No reaction on that. Okay. Tough crowd. Very, very tough crowd. You apply these people with booze and they still don't think we look good. So anyway, hey, I want to thank Jimmy Stadler for being a part of a fun night here. How about this?
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark Mulligan. I feel so international. Thank you, Mexico. Thank you, Mexico.
Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that now. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Canada. Thank you.
So next week, those requests I couldn't get to tonight, I promise I'm going to do it. And you two right here, I'm going to play you acoustic, your song here at the Backyard Bar when the show's over, because they are going to dance to our song. Yeah, we're going to do that because you're VIP. Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. It's late September and I really should be getting back to school. I know I keep you amused, but I'm feeling that I'm being used. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore. You led me away from home, 'cause you didn't want to be alone. You stole my heart, that's a pain I can live without.
Oh, the morning sun, when it's in your face, really shows your age. But that don't worry me none, in my eyes you're everything, everything. Well, I laughed at all of your jokes. My love, you didn't need a coax. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore. Well, you led me away from home, my soul, the pain I could do without. All I needed was a friend to lend a guiding hand. But you turned into a lover, and mother, what a lover, you wore me out. Ouch! All you did was wreck my bed. Every morning kick me in the head. Oh, Maggie, I didn't have to see your face. Led me away from home, 'cause you didn't want to be alone. You stole my soul, I couldn't leave you if I tried.
Jimmy Stadler. I suppose I could collect my books and get on back to school. Steal my daddy's cue and make a living out of playing pool. Find myself a rock and roll band that needs a helping hand. Oh, Maggie, I wish I'd never seen your face. You made a first-class fool out of me. Well, I'm as blind as a fool can be. You stole my heart, but I love you anyway. Yeah, you led me away from home just to save you from being alone. You stole my heart, couldn't leave you if I tried.
I wish I'd never seen your face. I get on back to San Carlos one of these days.
Wow. Let's close that with piano. What do you think? Who's ready? You got your harp? Ready to
Yeah.
piano? All right.
All right.
Wow. Was that cool or what? Love it. All right. We're going to do one more song for you guys. Wow. Hey, don't forget, I would love you to go on Jimmy's website when the show is over. Don't do it yet because you're going to want to sing along to this next song. Jimmy, tell us one more time the website, how they can find out more about where you're playing.
JimmyStadler.com.
Wow, that's...
Yep. JimmyStadler.com.
Yeah.
Google me, man. Google me.
So Jimmy's got upcoming dates in New Mexico, but he does bounce around, and of course he's available for events if you ever would like to have him play your bar mitzvah.
In Hawaii.
Yes, he is. Jimmy
Or
is
San
available
Carlos.
for all of your Hawaii bookings. Just so
San
you
Carlos.
know. Bora Bora, Tahiti, he does it all. Okay, I'm stuck in Eloy, Arizona.
Mark, you were amazing. Go-getter. Really, you're inspiring.
Well, thank you.
I would never, ever ask you your age. How much do you weigh?
You know what? I have to go on a diet starting on January 11th.
Oh,
That's
I
my
know,
day.
I know.
However, Modco's actually put me on he's got one of his high-tech scales because he's like a like a bodybuilding kind of freak, right? And I was absolutely stunned to find out that my body fat is what? About the same as yours? Listen, you need to drink more and exercise less. I'm just kidding. This has really, really been fun. Pablo Nanais, thank you for another great job on the audiovisual. Give them a round of applause. Luis, you always do a great job mixing drinks and taking people's requests and comments. And let's close out with a song we can all do together.
All right.
You ready?
Do you want, which version do you want? You want the Jimmy version? Like,
Yeah, whatever. Fun night on Mulligan's Island. It's 9 o'clock on a Monday. There's an old man sitting next to me,
hey.
making love to tequila and gin.
Oh! He said, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes. Now it's sad and it's sweet and I knew it complete when I wore younger men's clothes. Everybody. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us the song tonight. When we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright.
Now Luis at the bar, he's a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free. And he's quick with a joke or a light of your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be.
He says, Mark, I believe this is killing me. As a smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure I could be a big movie star if I could get out of this place. Everybody. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da. Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. Well, he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy, and he probably will be for life. And the waitresses practice in politics, and the businessmen slowly get stoned. Well, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Wouldn't you agree? Couple more.
How about this guy?
Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song, anoche. We're all in the mood for a melody. You got us feeling alright. You know, Mark, it's been a damn good crowd for a Monday. Manager gives me a smile. Well, they know it's us they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. Well, they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, you doing here? Oh, la da da la da da la da 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 la da. Sing us a song on the piano.
Everybody, help us out.
Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Alright. Alright.
Jimmy Stadler, everybody.
Mark Mulligan.
Thank you guys for a great night on Mulligan's Island. Jimmy. Thank you guys. We'll catch you next week right here again. Jimmy Stadler, give it up for him one more time.
Thank you.
Great job,
I
buddy.
love you.
How about a thank you, Mexico?
Thank you, Mexico.
Yeah. See you guys next week.
Let's make our way down to Mexico, where we can meet the friends we know. White sand, warm sun, and H2O. It's time for us to get back to laid back. Try a different beer from our favorite six-pack. This crazy world says, come on, let's go. It's time for the Music Man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island, giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, it's a Mexican hideaway. The life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We'd all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. It's the right place and the right time to be south of the border again. This is the day we get to listen in. We don't sing no blues anymore. We kick off our shoes at our front door, full of wide-eyed wonder as the waves roll in. It's time for the Music Man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island. us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, a Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island.